So I did want to show you all not just that last box, but all the boxes and bags that I got from Goodwill. This is my shopping trip. I spent about $320. Looky there. Is that pretty or what? This one, I believe, is the bright colored one. Let me see, I've got a list. Plus all the shipping and handling. Look here. Peyton's Canadiana. This is $193 yards. Acrylic. Color number is 7372. Now, get it on camera so y'all can see it. I think that's very pretty. Again, red's not one of my favorite colors. I like it in small doses. But when you mix it with stuff like that, that's really very pretty. There's blues and yellows and greens. And I'm not thinking of it as being a Christmas thing either, because it's got the yellows running through it. So that would make somebody a very pretty sweater. And I've got 3 of them. Alright, so what we got here. I love this yarn. Sport weight. Bright blue. Can we see? I'm sorry, bright blue. There is 230 yards. Can y'all see that all right? And it is, look at that color. Isn't that pretty? Such a clear blue. And that's a sport weight, all right. I'm going to say that's between a 2 and a 3. What do you think? Very pretty. I only have one of those, though, so 230 yards is not going to go very far. But I have a yellow just like it, and a green just like it. Same brand, same yardage. Isn't that pretty? What a color of yellow. That's gorgeous. Looks like a big sunflower. And this green that goes with it. So if you put the 3 colors together, you might get something. And here's 2 more. Same brand. 2 different colors of red. This is red, and this one is cranberry. Isn't that pretty? And that's pretty. So while there's only 1 of each color, if you combine them properly, you'll have something decent to work with. All right, so here we got polo. And it looks like somebody started something with it. This is a kind of a fuzzy yarn. It doesn't look like it may be on camera, but if you, let me see if I can go. Can you see the fuzz on it? Okay. This is brushed acrylic, super high bulk brushed acrylic, 186 yards if it's all there. It feels like it might be. Color number 207. They don't have a name. It takes 3 balls to, wait a minute, 3 balls dark gray, 1 light, 4, 7, 8. It takes 8 of these balls to do that sweater that they have pictured. So, you know, this is not going to go very far. But the thing about those fuzzy yarns is when they're hard to frog. If you find yourself in need of frogging it, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, we've got 364 yards Red Heart Super Saver in this lovely purple. What do we got here? It's called Amethyst. I've never seen an amethyst quite that color, but that is gorgeous. It is color number E300, and we're all familiar with Red Heart Super Saver, and it looks like all the yardage is here. It hasn't even been started working on it. It came from Hobby Lobby at $2.99. Well, I have several of these in here. That's a purple. I've got 3 in a bright yellow. And And all of them are there. The packaging is torn up on some of them, but all of the yarn is there. You can feel it. I've got this neon green. Not a color I'm real wild about, but combined with the right other colors, it would be fine. Okay. And I also have this. Now, this has been gotten into as they wound it back around. They gave up on it, whatever it was they were working on. They wound it back on here. All right, and this last one is Patton's Canadiana. This is a color. It's got 241 yards. Acrylic. I don't know. There's the dye lot, 242. But the color number, that looks like 151. But it looks like an incomplete number to me, so I really don't know. But it doesn't matter. It is a lovely, I don't know if y'all can tell that, it is a lovely, almost cranberry purple. It looks like purple with just a hint of cranberry mixed in. It's really pretty. 230 yards or 230 meters, is that what it said? 220 meters. 241 yards. Yeah, can make a decent thing out of it. That's all the paper. That's it for this box. All right, we're going to open up the bag now. Sorry, that partial opening here, so this is where I'm going to start. I know which one this is. And you don't often get packing slips either, but it's got a packing slip. It said new and gently used. So let me find it. I don't have to because it's got it all right here. You can see it right here. I paid $30 even, and that's with the donation, rounding it up. Now, let's take a look at what we got. They got it in enough. Inside another bag in there. All right, let's get the outer bag off. And open the inner bag. I can find a way. Here it is. I was looking for the tape closure. I found it. But no. There we go. I love this ball of yarn right here. That is such a pretty thing. I don't know what I would use that little bitty amount for, but who knows? Let's see. Now, what do we got? We have Mary Maxim Mellow Spun 3-ply sport yarn. The shade, it doesn't really say, it's color number 106, dye lot 11. But you can tell it's kind of a cream color. And it's really pretty. And it is a fine weight. It's at 2 or 3. Can you see that? That's about a 3. All right, that's one of those, 2 of those, and I think a couple more. Yeah, this is a different brand, it looks like. But boy, it looks like... No, they're 2 different colors. Okay. There's 2 of those. And a partial third. All right. This is Good as Gold Guarantee. What is it? Gold Ultimate Worsted Weight Yarn. It does not tell you what year these things are manufactured. Some of these could be extremely old. This is called Fisherman. 3 ounces, 4-ply. Doesn't say how many yards, or at least I'm not finding it yet. Gives you the gauge. Oh, I'm not seeing any. All right, there's nothing there. But it's another cream color. Very pretty. I'm going to turn this back down here so y'all can see what's in the bag as I bring it in. How pretty. I've got one full ball and one kind of loose ball. So there's who knows how many yards. But that's a very pretty pink. That is such a baby pink. It's unreal. That is gorgeous. There's probably not enough to make a blanket. It might be, depending on the blanket and the stitch. But boy, that is pretty. And it's so soft. A lot of this is going to have to be washed before I use it because you can smell it. Okay. I have one. I'm not going to get into this one yet. There are several skeins of this. I'll come back to it. Here's one that's called Maze. It's Red Heart Super Saver. It's a 4-weight. That is a very soft daffodil yellow. That is beautiful. And looks like I have an extra ball of that. It's the exact same thing, sure enough. Those are acrylics, so I got 2 of that. Well, I don't know what that was, but it's a cream color. It's a 4-weight acrylic. But that's all I can tell you. This is what you get when you deal with Goodwill now. And it's not a bad thing if you're willing to accept that. Here's Wind Tuck. That's white, and it's a kind of a dull white. I think it needs to be washed. Of course, I could always work it up in something and then wash it. Color number 9999 white. And it does not say how many yards. 4 ounces. No, 3 ounces. 4 ply. That's all it tells you. So, 1 white. All right. This, who knows what it is, but I love these colors together. Look at here. Can you see all that? And then you got this on the side. This is beautiful. There's just only 1 skein of it. There's nothing much you can do with it. Make a small thing, I guess. I don't know what it'd be yet. I think on it. Got a small skein of yellow, and that feels and looks like Hobie yarn. Not Hobium, but Hobie out of Denmark. Let's see this one. Oops, I lost the jacket. I'll put it. Here it is. Sweet roll. I've got this. I've got several rolls of this very color. I have to check the dye lot, and I'll check them against each other. But I was afraid I was going to run out of it anyways. I'm real glad to see that. That gives me a little extra. What is this? It says color Peaches and Cream. That's it. Peaches and Cream Pop. And how many yards? You know what? It doesn't. Oh, there it is. 245 yards. Okay. All right. So this I've got 5 skeins of. This is one of them. 235 yards. So 5 skeins times 235. And I'm going to assume that this is a full 235. It looks like it could be. That's 70, 140, 45, 175. So that's 1,175 yards if I've done my math right. You can make a lot. It's called holiday, but wow, you don't have to wait for a holiday to do that. Can you see the gold flecking through that? That is just beautiful. When you see a beautiful shawl or winter top made out of that, a sweater, that is gorgeous. I've got 5 of those. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Sorry, did I shake you? In fact, what I'm going to do is raise this up because this is a pretty good size box. Okay, let me get it. can get it open. After I get it opened up, I'll probably push y'all back down where you can see everything that I'm taking out of the box. I love this knife. It's a tactical knife I bought, I think, on an auction somewhere else. I do auction sites quite a bit. Oh my, yes, I know what this is. This was a 17 pounds of yarn purchase. Let me get my legs out of the way. Get these flaps down. Y'all give me just a minute. I'll probably edit a whole lot of this out. Okay, now. There we go. And one more time. There we go. Now, okay. This has got a mixture of a whole lot of different yarns in it. Man. Now I'm going to bring it back down a little bit so you can see what I'm looking at. And I can see the back of this camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 of the Royal 100% acrylic. I'm going to try to do this without opening this package up. Let's see what we can do. 241 meters, which means it's about 260 yards, I guess. Wait a minute, not 200, no. Yeah, about 260 yards. Something like that. I'll have to check the math on that, so don't quote me. I'm trying to find a color. And it looks like they're going to make me open it to get all the information off of it. Let me see what's here. Nope. Okay, let me get it. Imagine what you can do with all that yarn. Oh, it feels nice and soft. Really squishy. Pretty color, too. Mix that with a cranberry. Oh, my. It's got a lot of 2214, but it doesn't tell you much more than that. And it's in some foreign language. Let's see if I can figure out where it's made. Netherlands, so it's going to be in Dutch. Okay. That's really all I can tell you about it, but except it's really, really very pretty. Can you see that? There's a little variation in the colors. It's not completely solid. And it's a 4-weight. I can tell you here, you can machine wash it, but don't dry it. And that, you know, we see that so much, we know. I don't know what these other things are. Don't iron it either. 4 to 5 millimeter hooks and needles. And that's all they're going to tell you. I don't have any idea what color that is, except it's got a dye lot of 22, what was I said it was, 2241. That's beautiful. There's 10 skeins of yarn. Looky here at that Karen 1-pounder. Oh my. Let me get this turned around where you all can see it. 812 yards. Color fig. Well, I don't know how they come up with these color names, because that don't look like any fig I ever saw. I wouldn't know what else to call it though. Okay, 5 millimeter hook. Machine wash, don't iron. You can dry it, it says. Okay. That is pretty. So I got one of those. Look at these colors. These are all Karen 1 pounds. I think there's 5 or 6 of them in here that are full skeins. This is color mint green. That is not mint green. That is maybe a blue. That's almost a sky blue with just a hint of green in it. That is not green. I don't care whose measurement you're using. There's nothing mint green about that. But that is very pretty, so I'm not going to complain about the name. They just don't get it right. That's on them. This is a peach color. Let me see what they call it. Peach. See, they got that one right. How pretty. And this is one of my favorite colors, too. Mix that with a teal. Oh, my. What a color combination. Okay. Now, what do I got here? Another 1 pounder. This one's not complete. There's less than 812 yards in here. But this is another one of those Cape Cod blues. And if you remember, in that first box I opened up, there were 3 of these. So I've got plenty of Cape Cod blue. In case y'all haven't figured out, for the total of about $320 that I spent on Goodwill, buying 2 cameras, a box of art supplies, and all this yarn, I'm not going to have to buy yarn again for a long time. Okay, look at this gray. Is that gorgeous? That is such a beautiful gray. They call it medium gray mix, and I can see why they call it mix. And you see the difference in the variation of the colors in here? Beautiful. Ooh, that is so pretty. That's going to make some beautiful hats. Oh, I got another piece. No, this is orange or something. Yes. That's a coral. Let me see what they say. Living coral. Is that gorgeous or what? I can't say I'm unhappy with anything I've bought. There's some things I'm not going to be able to use, and that's okay. We know that going in if you're smart. This is called Azure. Azure Blue. See it? It's another Karen 1 pounder. That is a gorgeous color. Put that with that royal blue, that Cape Cod blue. I'm gonna set these aside for a second. Set that aside for a second. Get all these Karen 1 pounders out. This is called taupe. Well, that's pretty apparent. Pretty appropriate, too. Can you see that? That's beautiful. I just did a whole set of kitchen stuff for a friend who prefers the muted colors, and that's fine. Now see, this has got some more green in it. I'm gonna get that other one back up here that said it was mint green. It was actually more blue. And I'm gonna let y'all compare it on screen to this one that says pale green. I want you to look at these 2 different colors. When you see them together, this one's got green in it. This has no green. If there's green in that, I'm Whistler's mother. But either way, they're gorgeous colors. So what else we got down here? We got this yellow. That's another Karen 1 pounder, and it feels like a full skein, just doesn't have its jacket. Well, okay, that's fine. If I needed more than this, I'd be hard pressed to get it because I don't have a dye lot, but that's okay. We can deal without. All right, so there's one. Let me see, wait a minute, no. What is this? Bernat Baby Velvet. Oh my. Will that make a beautiful blanket for a little girl? It's called Terracotta Rose. What a pretty name. There are 492 yards, 450 meters. And look at that. That is a rose color. And I have a bed of roses out front that are a mixture of these other 2 colors I've got down here. And a little bit, not much, but a little bit of this shade. That is just beautiful. I love that velvet. I will say, though, for those of you that don't know, velvet is really hard to deal with. Let's see. It can be washed. It can be dried. No ironing. Karen's are on the reverse side of the label. I'm not going to open it up. That's really pretty. That 492 yards, almost 500 yards. That'll make a pretty little blanket. a receiving blanket or something. Okay. I'll bring both boxes in here last till they can get back in time before the auction closed to get a responding bid in. Okay, let's see what we got. They really do pack this stuff. So that all this is my baby stuff. All right, let me get my tablet up here, tell you which one this is. What I paid for the whole thing. Here it is. This is what did I put? Let me go back one. Total bill on this was $43. This is one of those that I shouldn't have bid on because I didn't check my shipping price. Remember what I told you at the beginning of all this? Check your shipping before you bid, because once you make a bid, you're locked in. You can't take the bid back. This was $43. What I paid for this was $9.99. The tax was $2.41. Handling $2.99. Shipping $27.12. My mistake makes everything very expensive, but when you work out all of it together, it's all going to work out to about $2 a skein. Maybe $3. All right, so let's see. This was one of my mistakes. I really hated this, but there's nothing you can do about it. And I got one. Let me see. I'll reach over here. Currently, I got 3 of these. This is called Burnett Salty Baby. Let me see. Use a 4.5 to 5 millimeter hook. Color is Little Boy Blue. Isn't that pretty? This whole shipment, I think, had to do with boys because everything in it's got blue. Just about everything in it. It's got some shade of blue in it. This got, it does not say, oh, there it is. 310 yards. I have 1, 2, and at least 3. There's the third one of that Little Boy Blue. That is precious. Looks like I have another one. Yep, Little Boy Blue 4. 5, excuse me. When you buy mixed lots like this, you don't know what you're getting. You get pictures. I'll show you that in a few minutes. You get pictures, but it never shows you the whole thing. Or I should say, almost never shows you the whole thing. So, I've got 5 of these. And each one was how much? $310. That's over 1,500 yards. That would make a beautiful hat, sweater, mittens, booties, and a blanket. Okay, let me get another one out. Let's see. These are Snuggly Wuggly. 446 yards per skein. It doesn't give me oh, there it is. Pale blue. And that's a color number 01128. It says use a 4 millimeter hook. Somewhere to tell you this. I'm not seeing that it tells me anywhere. Oh, there it is. A lightweight 3. All right. I have 1, 2, 3. Plus, that's 4. Plenty of yarn to do a project. And this looks like, yep, got 5 of those. Uh-oh. Here's another Little Boy Blue hiding down the bottom. That's 6. And there's 5 of these so far. One, 2. There's another Little Boy Blue. 7 of those. I have not looked to see if they're all the same dye line. Likely are. You buy them all together, you usually get the same dye line. Check this out. Isn't that pretty? That is a blue and white. It's called Baby Denim Marl. M-A-R-L, Marl. This is Bernat Softy Baby. Color number 30300. Lightweight 3. Machine washable, dryable. Do not iron it. There it is, 362 yards. And I have 2 of those so far. No, more than that. There's a third one. Same style. A fourth one. It's not like you don't have enough to do a project with, that's for sure. Let's see what else is in here. Here is Red Heart Super Saver. This has no dye lot. You can see it right there. It says no dye lot. 316 soft white. $225 grams. I'm not seeing yardage. 4 meters even. Huh. I think it has something to do with the country that they sell it in or make it in originally, as to whether they're going to give you all that information. I have some countries where if you know what the type of yarn it is you're looking at, you can look at something like grams and figure out your yardage. I don't know, I've never tried it. But it says it's a 4-ply worsted, and it is. And I've got 2, 3 of those, it looks like. Plus, I've got an impeccable finger. Yep, 3 of those. All right. All right, let's see what else is here. What is that? The Impeccable Big, 858 yards. It's been used a little bit out of it. So it's probably got 812 yards left. There's not been a lot pulled out of that. But you can tell that some's been pulled out. The weight's not there. What is that? Color Aaron. All right, let's see. Acrylic. Of course. A number 4 medium. Machine wash, machine dry, don't iron it. And all of these, just don't put any bleach on them. Bleach will burn your yarn anyway. So I got one of those. Oh, here's another blue marl. So what's that make me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe? Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, here, looky here. Wow, is that pretty? This is Bernat Baby Blanket. There's only one skein of this. Little Cosmos is the color. A super bulky 6. Machine wash and dry. Use a 6.5 millimeter hook to work with it. And it says to do this blanket that they've got pictured here, you need color A, B, and C. 2, 3, that's 5, 6, 7 balls all together. Guess I won't be making a blanket out of that. But I'm sure I can find something to make out of that. I've gotten into making baby stuff lately. Not that I'm ever going to have kids. Not happening. This is a Bernat Softy Chunky. It doesn't feel like it's all there. Which doesn't matter, but just saying. With a 9 millimeter hook. This has got to be the color number 1407. Oh, there it is. Amethyst Ombre. which makes sense. There's grays and mauves and taupe and I'm not sure what you call that. It's kind of a brown. Milk chocolate, I'm going to say. And there's the amethyst and purple. It's really pretty. I wish they'd had more of that. But that's probably enough to do one hat for one person, which is fine with me. Oh, sorry guys. Don't mean to do that to you. And I've got 4 of these. This is Basic Stitch Lion Brand, 153 yards, a number 4 weight, called Precious Stone, number 201, die lot 02. Who knows when they're, you know what they ought to do is put the year these labels are printed. Because that would give us at least an idea how old this stuff is. Some of it's going to be very, very old, and I've dealt with some old acrylic before. It snaps when you pull on it. Okay, so that's 4. Ordinarily, I wouldn't pay that. 27 skeins. Oh, wait a minute, 28 skeins. I forgot this one. Did I show you that one? I think I did. It was the first one out of the box, wasn't it? And there was only one of them. This is Barella. Maybe I didn't show you this one. It's Bernat, but it's Barella. When did they do that, I wonder? I can look it up, I suppose. This is, I cannot tell you what that baby... I don't know what that is. Oh, something. If y'all can tell what that is or not. Oh, ombre, maybe. Baby ombre. That's really pretty. Color number 8945. That much I can tell. What did I say? 28 skeins? Let's do a quick math. And the total was $43 divided by 28 skeins. It's $1.53 per skein. I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure I didn't have anything in there. $43 divided by 28 skeins is $1.53 per skein. I think I got a really good deal, and that, like I said, includes all that high shipping. Okay, let's see. Oh my, there's some pretty yarn in here. Looky, looky, looky. Okay. Now, a lot of this doesn't have any jackets on it, so it's going to be best guess. Purple, and believe me, it is not blue like it looks on that camera. That looks like royal blue. This is a royal purple is what this is. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. There's one of those. And this is Bernat Super Value. Machine wash and dryable. What do we got here? No dye lot. It's going to be white. 225 grams. It does not say what the yardage is. Does not say. But it's pretty white. It's a 4 weight. And here's another one. Who knows? And it's mostly there. Another white. It's kind of a creamy white. And this feels like the same thing. So here we go. Plymouth yarn. 75% acrylic, 25% wool. Encore. Made in Turkey, 200 yards. Oh, that's good to know. So now I've got about 400 yards. I can show you both of them. Would you agree those are the same? Maybe different colors. Or this is pretty dirty to wash it. And we'll see. Look here, guys. That is a chocolate brown and black. And who knows how many yards I've got of that, but I've got one, two, there's a full skein right here. It's been, well, here's the label. Cool, somebody kept the label. Cascade Yarns, Cascade 220, let's see what the color is. Color number 9412, whatever that means. 220 yards. So that means I've got 660 yards here. I've only got 3. There's still plenty to do a nice project with. Especially if you mix it with a color that is kind of coordinating. Like a black. Let me get this back in here. I do not want to lose that. Alright, let's see. Alright. We got some needles or something. What is that? That's a pencil. No, what is that? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a pencil, but no. Those are crochet hooks. Are you ready for that? I have no idea what to do with that. But it's got a hook on this end. I have no idea what size it is or what to do with it, but there you are. We'll see. I may have to work on that and see what I can figure out about it. What do we got here? Not that I'm crochet hook starving or anything. Baby green. I'm actually crochet hook poor. I've got 3 sets. Plus some others that are not in a set. Do not iron, machine wash, do not bleach, do not iron. It doesn't say whether or not you can machine dry it. You know, it's color number 43, dye lot 47. That's a very pretty baby green. And that color on camera is almost true to color. That's really pretty. Le Chat. Is that in France? Yes, made in France. Didn't say how many yards, but there's only the one, so it really doesn't matter. Let's see what we got here. Now, these two combined into something would be really pretty. Have no idea what we're looking at here. But you can see that it's got, I won't call it metallic. It looks like a nylon thread running through it. Very shiny. But it isn't metal, that I'm pretty sure of, unless it's a silver metal. Boy, that is very pretty. I got 2 of those, looks like. You sit there. Yeah, this one's dirty, but that's the same thing, I believe. It looks like it could be the same thing, but I'm not so certain of that. There's a lot of pink in that that's not in this. But if I wash it, it may come out truer to color. We'll see. But it's the same sort of thing. All right, what do we got over here? How pretty. Bernat Softy Baby. Cantaloupe. That's about right, too. That's about what the inside of a cantaloupe looks like. Isn't that pretty? So soft. On my Etsy page, I've got a note saying that I won't make anything for babies out of acrylic. I'm rethinking that. You know, and the only reason I said it to begin with was because acrylic melts, as we all know. And on a baby skin, that's not a good idea. This is baby pink, which is more of a, it's got a hint of orange. It reminds me of the old dreamsicle. And it could be that it's just dirty. We'll see. There's only one of those. But it goes with that green. We got this. It looks like I've got a couple of those. Oh, yeah, they're the same thing. This is Made in Turkey. Plymouth Yarn Encore. Color number 204, and I'm thinking this is the same color Yeah, it looks exactly the same. So there's 2 of those. I have a bag of baby yarns. Reynolds. These are cotton. This one is Reynolds. Reynolds Saucy mercerized cotton. 100% cotton. 185 yards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Plus, y'all notice this shipment really didn't contain a lot about girls' colors. There's some, but not a lot. Compared to the boys' colors, all the blues, I have a lot of blues. Okay, this is, read it. This is 100% cotton. This is, come here. Plantation Unger. William Unger and Company, Bridgeport, Connecticut. That is an old yarn. Hand wash in lukewarm water, dry flat, do not press. There are 102 yards here, and I have 2 skeins of that. Maybe 3, because this one's got 1 wrapped around it. I'm going to say there's probably 3 full skeins of that. Cool. All right, y'all give me a second. I'm going to put this, if I can get it folded up small enough, down inside this, because I don't want to lose that information. Kind of important when you start making something, you got to know how much you got to work with. All right, now, y'all probably already see it. The pattern's on the bottom of this box. Now, I don't sew. I do, but I don't like it much. So I don't know what I'll do with this. What size are they? 12, 14, 16. Well, I left that size behind me a long time ago. 6, 10, 8, 8, 10, 12. There are 3. So I may just put these up on Etsy to sell them. Buck pattern would be fine. And what do we got here? Fabric. And another one of those pencil. Let me see if I can get that out here. If anybody out there knows what that is, please leave me a message in the comments. Can you see what this is? Yeah. There are 2 of these. This one only has something on one end. There's what looks like, no, there's not even a hole for anything on that end. This one is double-ended. This one has the exact same end as this does. There's nothing on it. There's no hook. This one, on this end though, there is a hook there. What it's for, I don't know. I'm not even sure it's a hook. It looks just like a rounded ball. If anybody knows what those are for, please leave me a comment and tell me what it's about. Okay, so beyond that, I've got some fabric. Who knows how many yards? I'll have to measure. This stuff, oh, I hate dealing with this. This I've dealt with before. It shreds. You touch it wrong and it'll shred. It's a sateen kind of thing. Let's see this. This is a cotton mix. Now this is pretty. And there seems to be quite a lot of it. They'd make a pretty caftan. And there's enough of it there for even for somebody at my size to make a caftan. And I like those colors. That is very, very pretty. The last thing is this package. Let's see what that feels like silk. They've got a started. That's a shirt. Well, no sleeves, and it looks like they've been cut off, so it's either that or they have not been finished. Let's see what we got here. That's the cut end. Yeah. This pattern was started and never finished. That was one sleeve. That was the bodice, front and back. This is the other. No, that's scrap. Where's the other sleeve? This is the other sleeve. Yeah, I think. Finding the other sleeve is turning out to be kind of a trick. Alright, so that's not got a sleeve in it. Although it's got enough material to have a sleeve. Alright. And that could be part of the sleeve. Let me get it opened up here. In fact, I believe that it is. This is the other sleeve. So there's two sleeves, and the front and back of the bodice is already here. All you got to do is put the sleeves in, put the buttons on the cuffs, and you're finished. Now, I say that not knowing what I'm talking about, because I really don't do sewing. But that seems to be a fine job so far. But there's the back with darts for expansion, front, no pockets, so you can always use this excess fabric and put a couple of pockets on it. That's very pretty fabric. You know, you never know what you're getting with Goodwill. It could be that somebody was working along on this and then died of a heart attack or something. We just don't know. But there's the fabric sizing pattern. Here's something that hasn't, it's a butter. I don't know what this is. Sleeve stiffening. Well, oh, for the shoulders, I guess. I would use some of this fabric before I do that. And that sounded like buttons. It is. Package of buttons to go with it for the cuffs. And maybe even for the throat of the shirt, depending on how low cut that is. Well, I don't know what to do with it. I'm not going to finish it, I can tell you that. It is not my size. I've got several friends, though, who probably fit into that size category, so maybe I'll finish it for them. But I'm going to figure out which pattern that was and get the instructions out. Well, all right, so this box, let me put the wet shirt back in here. It's not fair to leave that out, and I am not going to fold this up. It goes in here pretty much the way it came out. But I am not folding it. If I leave anything of that shirt laying out, you can see it. All right, now, besides the patterns, I got a partially finished shirt, 2 more pieces of fabric, and one of them big enough even for me, and I'll wear a 2X to 3X. I can make a caftan out of that. There's plenty there. And then 1, 2, 3. Just wanted to reiterate, I am not affiliated with Goodwill Industries, shopgoodwill.com, Goodwill Industries International Incorporated, none of it. I don't make any money if you go visit these sites. But do it because it's a great way to get a lot of bang for your buck. And if you're doing charity, you know, crocheting hats and scarves and stuff for charity, then you're going to be able to make a lot more for less money. So go do that. Thanks, guys. If you like what you've seen, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Make a comment. Be nice. Love all of you. Take care. Bye.